Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone, and welcome to Thrice. Yeah, we are three brothers who grew up in a close, tight-knit family, and yet we have vastly different thoughts, opinions, hobbies, and interests, and that creates some discourse in a couple of topics. Like today, hello, everyone. I'm Brian of Brothers Thrice, joined with my other two brothers of the Thrice.
Kevin.
And Will.
Like,
I was about to compliment him, like, that was a really good intro, and then you,
Yeah,
then you
every
and then
single time. Every single time
it
we
started
mess up
there
that
at the
part.
end.
no,
We
no, you
always
didn't.
mess up
No,
It
that
was
part.
good.
You,
It was good, and then you just went like into hi everyone. You started hello again
yeah,
after.
you,
Yeah,
you
'cause I
started
was like-
off
I
well,
started
and then
in my mind, I was like, okay, now I'm going to introduce the topic. But then I was like, oh wait, my co-hosts, the other two of the Thrice. Whatever. You know, one of these
Yeah,
days we'll
people
get
know.
it. We'll get it one of these days.
It was good. Well, what's the bracket we're doing today, Mister?
Well,
Introduce that.
something smells good. Something smells like something between two slices of bread and some meaty and cheesy and delicious and goodness. It smells like sandwiches in here. Today we're going to be
Sandwiches.
battling out the best sandwiches. Now it's not whatever you like. Oh, I like to put turkey and cheese and lettuce and tomato on my sandwiches. No, we're doing legit named
Named.
sandwiches that if you were to open up a menu of some sort or something along the lines of named sandwiches recipe wise, that is what you're going to find for us here today. So if you have a preference of a sandwich that maybe isn't on this bracket, like, oh, I like to make my own sandwich at home, congratulations. But that's not what we're talking about for today.
Like,
Named real sandwiches.
Like something for our family, which is probably not wouldn't be. It's not on this list because it's not a named sandwich. A good liverwurst sandwich. And I know that's a thing that not a lot of people.
it sounds gross.
It does. It does sound pretty gross. But we grew up. We grew up eating. We grew up eating liverwurst. That's when me and my wife Emily bonded on when we first met because liverwurst was something that her family also ate.
Well,
And we're
that
like,
sounds like a hell of a first date. You like liverwurst? I love liverwurst. No way.
I think it might have came up on the first day. We talked about how we like deviled eggs for our appetizer at the restaurant, and how both our families grew up eating liverwurst. And
I hope you guys didn't kiss on the first date because that would have been stanky.
No, we didn't kiss on the first date. I was a gentleman. And then she forced,
Or
then
he
she
had no
forced
game.
No gentleman. And the second date was I almost didn't kiss her because I had no game. And then at the end of the second date, then she kind of forced a kiss on me. So
Oh,
What?
my goodness!
it was wanted though. I wanted it. I just was like, actually, I remember
You were a little bitch.
we were sitting on a bench. We were sitting on a bench on the water, and I was like perfect, like no one's around. It's like this is like in movies where it's like this is when you kiss the girl, kiss the girl.
La, 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 don't stop.
So
and
you
then-
were on a rowboat with a
No,
bunch
no.
of fish singing around you?
Almost.
And a
No,
mermaid?
we were just on on a shore on a bench looking out, and I remember being like.
Now that's
in my head, I'm like, this is where you lean over and you kiss because it's like the second day. We like each other a lot. This is when you do it. And my body just wouldn't let me do it for some reason. So then I remember just being like, oh, look at that boat out there. That's a cool boat. And then that was it. And then later on, she like while I was dropping her off, she's like, she just attacked me.
Yeah, you're just so irresistible, Will. She couldn't keep
Just
your
so
hands on
hot,
it.
just so just animal magnetism. Just couldn't stop.
I wonder
her.
what she was thinking about in that moment.
Probably
It's like,
liverwurst
This
sandwiches.
is a beautiful, it's a beautiful romantic spot.
She's like,
out
"What
on
the hell's up with
water,"
this
and it's
loser?
like, this guy's pointing at boats. Like, I don't give a damn about this boat.
Lay one on me, Will.
I want
Look at that
them.
boat over
I want
there.
them lips.
Yeah. And
But
what better lips to kiss than someone who just ate a nice sandwich? Well, you like that segue?
That was horrible.
really
That was
bad.
a horrible segue.
very bad. But yeah, we
But
had
you-
some.
But you're
We have some really great.
brought it back.
Yeah, we have some really great named sandwiches today. We had our little mini episode. You might have heard of us drafting these sandwiches, deciding the order because that's how we do it. We would do it like a fantasy style draft or thing based on our choices 1 through 9. Then I put them into a bracket. Almost March Madness style, one elimination style, single elimination style, and then we go from there. So starting off at the top of the bracket here. Number 9 versus number 8, we have a cheeseburger, number 9, versus a grilled cheese. So this is a cheese off.
Cheese off.
And I think number 9 cheeseburger is you,
That's
Kev,
me.
and grilled cheese is Brian.
Yes.
Now, I feel like with this, we had some discussion as to is a cheeseburger a sandwich. I mean, technically, yes.
You go on any menu that it says sandwiches, burgers are in that section.
I would also say
burgers.
Burgers is usually its own section sometimes.
True,
It might be
but
burgers and then
sometimes it
some
says
would be sandwiches.
Yeah.
I
But
think a
what
burger
is
is. I think
meat
burgers
and cheese?
easily. I think burgers easily a sandwich, especially when there's some other hot meats in between bread on this list. It's not like a cold cut thing. It's like a hot meat, and what's a hamburger or a cheeseburger other than hot meat and cheese and other.
He's
toppings.
in the hot meat there, Will.
Yeah, Will, you
going
said
crazy
hot
with
meat
hot
like
meat.
a hot beef injection.
What?
That's a euphemism for sexy time. Is I want to give her the hot beef injection.
That's repulsive.
Oh,
I didn't make it up. That's just a thing. I swear.
Go to church, Will. You're disgusting.
Go to church. You need Jesus.
yeah, that's
With all that,
that was
yes.
a repugnant statement. That was gross.
I didn't make it up. This is me just telling you
but
things that.
Right, but you brought it up. You
heard
put it on
a. Will coined the term "hot beef injection." He made it up.
He made up the whole boat story. He actually said that on his first date.
Yeah.
You want a hot beef
injection?
Gross.
Yep.
Nasty. And look, they're married.
I said it now. She's still here, so she, no, that's not. I would never say that.
Yeah,
That's crude and terrible. It's rude and crude.
He'll just say it on a podcast.
Yeah, he'll save it
instead.
for the pod.
I didn't say it. I said I was saying it's a
locker
thing.
room talk. It's locker room talk.
You know
Hot
when
beef
locker rooms
injection.
talk. All right. So cheeseburger and grilled cheese.
Cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Now I find this funny that they're both going against each other. Considering our cousin would always ask her parents for a cheeseburger with no meat, and they'd be like, "That's what you want to eat for dinner?" Yes, I want a cheeseburger with no meat, which
Shout out,
is in
Jen.
essence just a grilled cheese. But she didn't want a grilled cheese. She wanted a cheeseburger with no meat.
Grilled cheese or just a cheese sandwich. It depends on if it was melted or not.
Yeah, well, no, but that's the thing. Like, I remember it used to be like they would take like one of those potato rolls,
Martins.
right? Like and they would just put cheese on
Shout
it
out.
and then put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds, and then she would eat it. I was like, that's
It's
disgusting.
like a hot cheese sandwich. It's not grilled.
No, it was just probably mushy. I don't know. It's gross. But we've gotten our cousin Jen to eat more than the grilled, cheeseburger with no meat and like bread over the years.
And
I mean,
potatoes.
she still has the appetite of it seems like a child, and she's not a child.
Shout
But
out
she's getting
AJ,
this.
Auntie Jen.
Yeah.
Well, she's on your train now, vegetarian style, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
No,
I mean,
I
if you just eat cheeseburger, if you just eat a cheeseburger with no meat and bread, that's pretty much vegetarian.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
that was now she I made burgers and things for the barbecue we just had, and she wanted a Impossible burger with everybody.
Now, yes,
All right.
as the
She's-
viewers may
she's-
know, I am a vegetarian, but one of my
that's right.
choices are pre-vegetarian tastes of mine. Also, there are loads of fake and or substitutes that are perfectly fine in these sandwich scenarios. So,
But they as good? Are they as good though?
it depends. It depends.
Depends
but
on the brands.
Yeah, my vegetarianism will not sway or hinder any sort of decisions or votes of mine. You have my word.
Yeah, that would be
Right,
tough
and
to be
that's-
like, but this one has meat. It's like, but this one also has meat. It's like, then what are we doing here? Sandwich episode shouldn't happen then.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're going to take your biases out of it when you're voting on these things. So I guess I'll go first, talk about the cheeseburger.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of the easiest meals to find when you go to any place, a bar, you go to a diner. A burger
Excuse me,
is
sir, do you have
usually
any hot
always
beef?
solid.
And may I
I'd
get
like a hot
injected?
beef injection, please.
Gross.
So that's like a solid thing wherever you go. Getting like a cheeseburger, I feel like is always a good solid choice. And nothing better like going to a bar and getting like a burger inside of fries.
Cold
it is
beer.
delicious.
Watch
Yeah.
the game.
Kev's
No,
you're such a man's man.
Yes, do not care for beer at all. But it is a cheeseburger is delicious and easily accessible anywhere you go.
Actually, right here, I have a pen from the Red Hook Tavern here in Brooklyn, Red Hook. The Red Hook Tavern's known for some of the best burgers, they said. I went. It was good. It was a very good burger. You would like it a lot, Kev. It was very good. But I've had better. And it was good. It was very, very good. The meat was very good, everything, but it was not... I think because they had the expectations up so high. They're like, the best burger in all of New York, blah, blah, blah. So... It did let me down a little bit, but it was good.
When things have high expectations, it's hard to really live up to those things.
Was that like a $40 burger?
I don't remember how much it was. No, it wasn't. It wasn't super expensive because it wasn't like it was very simple. It was very classic. It just had like good meat, cheese. It didn't have any crazy toppings or anything. It was just really like simple, classic burger, and it was very good meat.
A good burger toppings. I enjoy. Obviously, you got the lettuce. I don't love tomato, so you can kind of save those. Pickles.
Love tomato.
Give me those like crunchy fried onions on a burger.
I love
or caramelized onions.
A good good onion, good crispy onion, or even or you cook them down even more, and you have like some caramelized onions on a burger.
Also good. So there's so many different options you can go with a burger to make it different and also delicious. I like a burger medium or medium well. Something in that range. I don't know if that not well done. That's too much.
Yeah, gross.
But I don't like it. I don't like it still mooing. Kind of
looking at your
that
hockey
middle
puck?
area.
I think a good medium for me is solid because medium to medium, I guess more medium rare because I don't like it because it can dry out really fast. If it gets too well done, it's like then you're just eating like powdery meat.
Yeah, but then it also goes if it's not cooked enough, then it's still mooing on your plate. I don't really care for that. That was terrible. But burger. All the way, it's basically a grilled cheese, but just better.
I don't think it's a grilled cheese at all, but okay.
Well, I mean, it's bread with cheese, but then it just happens to be meat on it as well.
Well, what's your your ideal cheeseburger would be what toppings? You just said some, but like, what's your ideal?
Okay, ideal cheeseburger would be like cheddar cheese,
classic,
like a sesame seed type of bun.
Not brioche, not an egg wash brioche pretzel.
No, I like the sesame seeds.
Okay.
Give me some nice crunchy crisp lettuce, some bacon, either like crispy fried onions or just regular red onion, pickles, and then some sort of sauce, whether it be like a barbecue sauce or like if the place does like a special
house
sort of sauce on top of there. Give me some of that. A good like side of French fries. We can get into the debate of like what French fries are the best. I feel like curly fries or waffle fries.
Oh, that's a different pod in and of itself, right there.
Yes. So
fries in every way,
and then also a coleslaw goes great with a burger as well. So that
or even coleslaw on the burger.
Yes, which I've had that. Also
What
delicious.
are your thoughts about? I know that's a big thing. A lot of people put a fried egg with like you run a yolk on a burger.
Not a fan.
I think it can be good when it's done well enough where it's like it's a crispy egg, but then also the yolk is gooey enough that like when it is broken, it all kind of becomes its own sauce. I'm not a huge fan of a runny egg in general, but like, I think that could be it's pretty dang good on a burger sometimes.
No, I'm you can hold the egg on. I'm not a fan.
Good to know. Hold the egg. And Mr. Grilled Cheese, what do you say?
Well, lot simpler. And all kinds. Grilled cheese is, you guessed it, cheese that has been grilled. But don't forget the bread, okay? Grilled cheese is just a classic, delicious comfort food. You will not go wrong with a grilled cheese. Crowd pleaser. Everybody likes grilled cheese. Even if you're lactose intolerant, you pop a Lactaid, get ready for some grilled cheese. There's so many different combinations, so many different cheese blends, I mean, a lot of people love the classic Kraft Singles grilled cheese. No thanks. Get out of here with that. I want some nice sliced American, sliced cheddar. Some people like to have a cheese blend, as I mentioned before. You can't go wrong with that. One of the best grilled cheeses that I've ever had is a restaurant in Patchogue. And it had American cheese, cheddar cheese with some soft goat cheese on it. I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. blew the socks off. It was so
Whoa.
good. Yeah, and with like some different bread combinations as well. Crispy sourdough, little rye up in there, classic white bread. Sky's the limit. You go wherever you want with these breads and cheese combinations. And don't even get me started on dipping it in a little tomato soup. Ooh! It's so good.
I just heard the beginning of the Michael Jackson song. With that.
He's singing about grilled cheese.
He's singing about grilled cheese.
Yeah, because like a winter evening, the sun's set at like 4 p.m. You have a little grilled cheese.
You're just shoveling snow outside, and you come into a hot grilled cheese. and soup.
I'm picturing the commercial with the kid who comes in as a snowman
that's
and he melts.
Soup. That's Campbell's soup.
They make tomato soup though.
True, but I think that commercial was specifically chicken noodle that the kid was eating. But classic commercial, I know exactly what you're talking about. But yeah,
I'm gonna look it up.
The grilled cheese.
I'm pretty sure it's
soup
chicken
combo.
noodle. I'm pretty sure it's chicken noodle, Kev.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you keep going. I'm looking it up.
All right. Well,
I mean,
Bryce,
that's all
what
I
about
gotta say.
would you any other toppings besides the bread and cheese on a grilled cheese for you?
Well, I mean the some people like to put like meats in it, like ham and turkey and stuff in it.
I don't go into that. I mean, like I usually like a good tomato. Sometimes a good nice sliced tomato in there.
Smashed
be good.
Tomato on there is fantastic. You
And
slice
then I like
with a fork. Great.
What'd you say?
It is chicken noodle.
Yeah, it is chicken noodle. And then I'm a big if I do have a grilled cheese, which you know me, I'm not a big cheese man. Mm-hmm. So I do put.
You're a stinky cheese man.
Good book. But I do make myself a grilled cheese. I put like a quarter of the cheese that you guys probably would put on. I pretty much put like one slice per side, and that's it. And that's all I do. And then I usually put
amateur hour.
I just don't like too much because if it's too gooey, it's too much. I don't like it. And then I put like brown mustard inside.
Yep.
And if I have a tomato, I'll put a tomato on. But then what I used to do when I was as growing up as a kid, I liked the cheese when it wasn't like stretchy and gooey. I used to then make it. Then open both sides of the sandwich open, so that it's all 4 cheese slices. It's cut in half, obviously. 4 cheese up sides of the bread, and I'd put the whole plate in the freezer for like 2 minutes, and then take it out, and then the cheese would be all congealed with the mustard and everything, and then I close it again. It'd still be warm because it was only in there for like a minute or two, and then just so the top of the cheese, so it's not like a cheese pull. It's not as gooey for me.
Just don't cook it as long.
No, but it needs to.
It seems like you're putting an extra step for no reason.
It still needs to melt because I don't want it to be like that rubbery kind of regular cheese. I don't like cheese for mostly of anything. But I've had grilled. It can't be the ratio of cheese to other things has to be right.
I think you should just not have grilled cheese.
I don't have it very often. When I do have it, though, I do it a certain way.
There's a whole process involved.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I like the innovation that you got going on, but who could forget our mother's famous grilled cheese recipe, where you
burn one side.
Yeah, you got bread, cheese. You put it on there, usually while you're talking on the phone, and then
you walk away.
Oh shit! I burned one side of it. You got to flip it over, and it's nice. It's got the nice char on one side, and then the other side.
You go to the other room for some reason, and even though you got a stove on, and then you're like, I gotta look at something over here, and what's burning?
That's the mama special grilled cheese.
What's burning?
Yeah, you will never have a better grilled cheese than that. Extra crunch. That's what I always say.
It's made with love.
Yeah, exactly. It's so much love that it burnt it.
Classic. All right, so you guys sticking with your choices there of cheeseburger and grilled cheese?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
So I'm the deciding vote.
I won't be mad either way. I mean, these are both fantastic, but do what you will. Will go.
Even though I do love a grilled cheese dipped into a tomato soup, but only if the grilled cheese is made in my specific weirdo way.
All right, sir. I'm gonna order grilled cheese.
No, I've never.
A favor. I would like you to make it, then open it, and then put it in the freezer, and then put it back together, and then bring it to the table.
I've never ordered a grilled cheese in a restaurant because I know they always will add too much. They'll put too much cheese for me. I'll never.
And then they'll serve it hot, and you're like, "What is this garbage? I don't want any of this."
So, but yes, but I will be going with the even though it's you wrote cheeseburger, I'm going with the for me it would be a hamburger. I usually don't order with cheese. I do have on the back of my arm here, we got a hamburger tattoo. Not because I love hamburgers. I'll eat them, but I don't love them as much. My wife's maiden name is Burger, for anyone who didn't know. That's why I have this. And I honestly, this is the first time I've seen it in a long time. I never see it because it's on the back of the arm. So I never usually see it myself. I only see it in mirrors and things.
So there's a security question if you're trying to hack Will. His wife's maiden name is Burger. His social security number.
Yeah, but we didn't tell you how to spell it though.
It's true. But I had to design this tattoo myself because every time you Google like an image of a burger, everything came with cheeseburger, and I would never put a cheeseburger on my body because that seems like
never.
Just a hamburger. I wouldn't eat it, so I had to then find individual pieces on a stock website of like individual pieces of the burger, top bun, bottom bun, all the pieces in between, and then put in Photoshop, Illustrator, whatever, put it together to make sure it's no cheese. And then I give it to the tattoo guy. I'm like, give me this.
BA in Fine Arts, ladies and gentlemen. I
got a BS in Fine Arts, baby.
Oh,
yeah.
Bachelor's of Science in Fine Arts, which makes no dang sense.
because Will is all about BS.
Hell yeah.
Hold on.
Why are you flexing for a podcast?
It's video too, baby. Watch us on YouTube. See the Guns Show.
And the tan line.
Is there a tan? Yeah. Oh, I've been walking.
No,
I've been walking outside a lot, so it's a lot of on the forearms is tan and everything else.
My t-shirt tan this summer goes fierce.
Yeah, I mean, big time. Well, look at my. I'm sure you guys haven't, but my my Apple Watch band watch.
I probably have that too.
It's like dark compared to the rest of my body here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm picking a burger. To move on.
Burger moves on.
Burger moves on. My wife's family will be happy.
Burger Meister Burger.
Yes, which is that's pretty much my father-in-law. Burger Meister Burger. He kind of looks like that.
That guy's a jerk.
No, not like that. I'm saying he just is a big German guy who looks kind of like that.
Does he wear suspenders in the?
I think he wears like a lederhosen, which is kind of a part suspenders, and then has the thing that goes across the chest. That's just pretty much what Tom wears without the thing.
And he's always screaming about toys and stuff too. So no toys.
All right, moving on. So cheeseburger moves on, moving down to PB&J, another Brian classic. Number 5 versus number 4, American Hero.
Which is mine.
Which is Kevin.
So me versus Brian again. All right. Ryan, care to start us off with PB&J?
I would love to.
You child.
Well, here's the thing.
You child.
Yeah, I'm glad that you brought up me being a child. Well, first of all, you grow up, Kev, because peanut butter and jellies are for everyone. Okay. Granted,
I did grow up. That's why I didn't pick PB&J for this.
Yeah, good one. You will never, ever, ever find a better brown bag lunch than a peanut butter and jelly. It's quick, it's easy, it's delicious. You can have it in many, many forms. The savory of the peanut, the sweetness of the jelly, the combination is just superb. Okay? Not to mention the protein from the peanut butter, the nice little kiss of jelly, fantastic, and so many different bread combinations. I feel like this is the sandwich that everybody grew up eating. And
in America, yes.
Yes, and it's just an absolute fan favorite. I mean, how many peanut butter and jellies do you think from childhood to adulthood that people eat just in brown bag lunches alone?
Oh, I'm guessing you have a stat to tell us?
I'm going to look one up.
Oh. While you're looking it up, I definitely have eaten way too many peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, so I've stopped liking them as much because I've eaten so many.
Boo.
I honestly can't remember the last time I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, like legit one.
I haven't had one all the time.
I haven't eaten in years. I've had a piece of toast for breakfast with like a little bit of jelly on it, but that's not peanut butter and jelly.
No. So I used to take peanut butter and jelly every day when I was landscaping, and
it's just so easy and delicious.
I first got married and I was taking it to work every day, it was peanut butter and jelly almost every day. So I'm kind of hit my cap of peanut butter and jelly that I don't really want it anymore.
The number of peanut butter and jellies the average American child will eat before graduating high school is 1,500 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I feel like that's on the lower side, too.
Well, that's
a lot
that's
of
if they
peanut butter
have
sandwiches.
they have it like every day for lunch during the school year is a certain time. What was that?
There's a spider on my wall.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I know just because it's very popular and easy, and it
Doesn't make it good.
It does taste good, I guess. But like,
Oh,
I
so
feel like
things that are popular aren't good? Then why?
No,
how do
the
they get
easy
popular?
no,
part.
I think the
easy
ease. I
part.
think the ease is why it's popular because you
Like,
can buy
you
a
could-
jar of this, a jar of that, and you got bread, and you like that's it, and it's like they probably don't expire for like 100 years.
Yeah,
Right, and it's also
it's a
very
staple.
wildly unhealthy. But this,
Simplicity.
yeah, I mean that's why it was cheap. That's why I did it every day. And it. Have you ever had peanut butter like when you're scrounging for something to eat for lunch and there's not much in the fridge? And I've made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on pumpernickel bread before.
Oh,
Yeah, no, don't do it. I don't recommend.
Pumpernickel.
No.
Like
No brown,
I
no
need something
brown
to eat.
breads. Unless like
No.
a whole week
It
you
was-
could do, but not. It's
it
not
was
great.
horrible. Or even sourdough bread with peanut butter and jelly is also horrible.
No, it doesn't go.
No, it doesn't.
That little sour funk throughout would
No.
kind of ruin. Yeah, no.
The only time I'll have peanut butter and jelly now as an adult that doesn't have to bring peanut butter and jelly all the time is on for breakfast on a
English muffin?
toast of some sort.
Yeah.
Toasted English
so
muffin?
It gets all
That's
melty,
pretty solid.
and that's delicious. But I'm not taking it for lunch anymore.
Or if
Well, you know
someone
what
has
else is really good?
Uncrustable.
But yeah, Uncrustables
Those
are
things-
amazing. They're
Insanely,
so soft.
insanely unhealthy though. The amount of
Oh my
fat
God,
that's in
the fat content
is
ridiculous.
off the charts.
Oh yeah, because I'm sure
And
all these other
sugar.
sandwiches that we're going to be talking about today are just the peak.
No,
of
because
hell.
it's like a very processed white bread, uncrustable
yeah.
thing. Like you look at the nutrition facts in the back, it's like you eat one and you're like good for like most things, like daily value wise. It's just not.
Give me
And I-
one Uncrustable. I'm gonna open my leg.
They're also like this.
Oh, I would easily probably maybe when I was lifeguarding or whatever, have two of them frozen and probably just throw it in like a lunch bag and head to work and eat both of them in like a matter of seconds, no problem. Not even think about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because they are small and they are tasty and but most of the time I'd be too impatient and like I would kind of just eat like a half thawed Uncrustable where it'd be like
a crunchy
it'd be like,
Uncrustable.
it's kind of extra chewy, but it still is good.
It's so chewy.
I warm in my mouth.
I mean, the peanut butter jelly. You can't have it's
All right.
as American as apple pie going up against the American hero. Explain
Brian-
to
okay,
me
Brian.
how it's more American.
Hold on, Brian. Now for your ideal peanut butter and jelly, what flavor of jelly / jam, and also what kind of peanut butter, smooth, chunky? What do you go? And bread. Let's go the whole 9.
Okay, you're going to have the nice, soft country white bread with smooth peanut butter on both sides of the bread
Gotta go both sides.
and grape jelly only. Slap
Grape.
that together.
Interesting.
Grape jelly. Yeah, if you're one of those psychos that put like raspberry jelly or orange marmalade.
I like
shout
both
out
of those.
Our father. Orange marmalade sandwich. No,
I love
get
an orange.
outta
Also,
here.
orange.
Also Paddington.
I love
the
orange
bear.
marmalade. It's so good.
Yeah. Just go back to the UK Paddington Bear with your orange marmalade sandwich. No. Get out of here. This is America. We eat
I feel like
grape jelly.
you breezed over a very important part. If you're gonna take the peanut butter and jelly sandwich on the go somewhere, bag lunch, whatever, you have to put peanut butter on both sides of the bread.
So the jelly
If you
isn't
don't,
wetted up.
the jelly will then absorb into the bread, and then you got that weird soggy
Purple bread.
Yeah, which is not good. You put the peanut butter on both sides, jelly in the middle. The peanut butter acts as a barrier to hold the jelly in place. Therefore, you don't have soggy bread.
Peanut
And
butter's
that's
like
been-
the
incredibly
important.
important.
And that's been a Brothers Thrice hack.
Yeah,
The more you know.
incredibly important.
I don't usually go for jelly, grape jelly. I'll go for usually a strawberry, a raspberry. I like I like a strawberry jam or jelly is really. What's the difference between a jam and a jelly? I never remember.
I don't know.
No, nothing with
There's-
seeds though. Nothing with seeds.
What are you gonna say? Why are you laughing
No,
so
there's just
much?
the classic. I thought that's where Will was going. There's just the classic hack joke.
Huh?
What?
The
are you
hack.
talking
It's
about?
just it's a lame.
Oh
joke
no, I
that's
was saying
been told
like
a million times.
like a life hack.
No, I know that, but I'm saying
What do you-
hack is in like a stand-up comedian is a hack. Like they're stealing material. You never heard that joke before? What's the difference between jelly and jam?
No, it isn't. I honestly, I was asking a genuine question.
Stupid. You never
All right,
heard this joke before? It's so dumb.
No, now you have to. Oh, I've
Now you have to tell us.
I've never jellied something in someone's ass or something.
Yeah. Oh, you can't jelly my ball in your ass. Or something
Yeah. Okay, I have
like
heard that.
Yeah. That's where I thought you were going. I was like, boo.
No, I was genuinely asking, what's the difference between jam and jellies? Brian was laughing. Brian was laughing at a punchline I didn't even have in my head.
Yeah.
But I'm a big chunky peanut butter fan. I don't think I've ever gotten a jar smooth in the last 10 years. I like the chunky the bites of peanuts.
Now, I guess being now upward in the 30s, you got to be looking out for the health and whatnot. And Crystal will only buy or make sure I only buy organic
The
peanut
natural
butter
stuff, yeah.
not like Skippy peanut butter.
It's all chemical, just oil.
Yeah, it's all sugar. It's
Sugar
just
and salt,
the unsweetened natural. Where it has the oil on the top because it's like that's like.
But like that peanut butter, it's so bad compared to Skippy.
I think I like
all the
it a
sugar
lot.
and stuff.
I like it too.
But like, are you gonna take a spoonful of it like you would Skippy peanut butter?
Sure.
No. It's not the same. And then when you get to the bottom, all the oil is pretty much used up. So you just got like this dry like peanut paste, and it's just, I've never had any troubles.
When you get that down to the bottom of the jar like that, Kev, when it's just a peanut paste, the best thing that you want to do, put a little bit of sesame oil and rice vinegar and some water.
Soy,
shake
maybe?
that up. Yeah, shake that up. Soy sauce, a little umami. Boom, you got yourself at the base of a good pad thai sauce.
Or a peanut sauce you put on some noodles or some rice and go crazy.
Another Brothers Thrice life hack for you.
Life hack.
We're just throwing them out.
Yeah.
What's the difference between jam and jelly?
You can't jelly my balls in your ass.
There you go. Good one.
All right.
What would you like to say to the lovely people about the American hero, the less American sandwich compared to the peanut butter and jelly?
Well, the American hero is delightful.
Is Superman.
Well, I honestly,
the American
when I was
hero.
looking up sandwiches, I was like different sandwiches, like what's on them and what I can do. I typed in on Google American hero, not with the sandwich on the other end of it, and it just like was like all these like different people
And it was
who
Donald
were like
Trump.
American heroes.
Yeah, it was just
like,
police officers and firemen and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was just like, not what I was looking for. And then I was like, a sandwich at the end. But American hero, if for those who don't know, is usually lettuce, tomato with turkey, ham, roast beef. And it usually, I like when you go to like a Super Bowl party or some sort of get together and you have like the 6-foot hero. And you get like the nice big old Italian bread with the sesame seeds on top. With those.
Is it an American bread then?
No.
Really? It's
I'm just
still
saying,
Italian.
I'm waiting for when it gets to Italian hero to have my side of the debate, but me and Kevin have had a beef for a while, or a sandwich, a cold cut beef, if you want to. I don't know how you would say it.
Well, my sandwich only have
Hot
roast
beef.
It's the only one with beef on it because I have roast beef on the American one. The Italian does not.
But you're
for
using
those of
Italian
you-
bread.
For those
Sure.
of you listening outside the New York metropolitan area,
Yeah,
a hero is like a
hoagie, a
a
grinder.
hoagie, a
submarine
submarine sandwich. One of those,
If
large
anyone's outside of New York
sandwich.
listening to this, hey, thank you so much for listening, because I don't know anybody that is not somehow related to us or a friend of a friend who's listening to this, and I'm pretty sure everybody lives in New York or in the very close area, and they know what we're talking about. So, but we're trying to.
Back to the hero hoagie submarine large sandwich, American style. I like this with a little oil and vinegar, or you could do a little mayo spicy mustard combination.
A
Either one
dot
is
of oil and
delicious.
vinegar, Kev?
Yeah, a dot of oil. For the listeners here, this goes back to a story that happened at an airport.
Yeah.
Me and my dad went to go get sandwiches, and we went to like a Jersey Mike's, and we're going to get on the plane. So you want something that could travel well. So they ask you if you want oil and vinegar on your sandwiches. And our dad goes to the person, just a dot of oil and
So nothing
vinegar.
gets soggy, right?
Correct. You don't want to get soggy. As he says that, the person making the sandwich goes like to town, just like putting so much oil and vinegar on it, and he just like looks over at me, and I just like shrugged at my shoulders, like I don't know. We paid for it. Like he's like, that was what the hell happened there? I was like, you know what?
I mean, he thought you said a lot.
They definitely heard a lot, not a dot. So now every time we order, like, stop saying
the soggiest,
a dot.
the soggiest sandwich. Yeah, a dot could sound like a lot very easily to somebody else.
And
that's
so
really funny.
it's like, say a small amount, please,
or just say none. Like it's not the end of the world if you.
Well, you want a little bit.
I know,
like,
but it's so funny.
But just a dot, please. And they like right after he said it, just emptied half the oil.
But like we're all very like similar. I think very similar. Where it's like even though he said a dot and then they started putting a lot on, he didn't stop them or say, "Can we? Hey, I didn't want like they so then." Like I would just be like,
it's too late.
I'm just gonna deal with it. You're not gonna make this person they're already making you a sandwich. Like, hey, start over, make me a new sandwich because you put a lot on. I said a dot.
Yeah.
But no Karen bones in our bodies.
No, we're
too easygoing.
It was too quick to say like hold. Like even if they said stop right after they started, it was still
way more than a dot already.
Over.
Well, it was well beyond the dot.
Well beyond the dot. So now every time we say, "Oh, just a dot of something," we're like, "Stop." A small amount because that's very easily misconstrued. But American Hero is a more like delectable sandwich than a PB&J.
Delectable.
Like you're gonna serve an American Hero at a party. You're gonna serve it when you have people over. When you have people over, you're not being like, "Hey everybody, I made a plate of PB&Js for everyone."
That's a fun and whimsical party.
I said I wouldn't say no.
No, but like, is that like the party you want to end up going to?
I think so.
Well, it depends.
But
I think the best way to always do it is if there's an American Hero on one plate and a peanut butter and jelly on the other plate. Party or no party, which one are you going for? I think that's the way you do this.
An American Hero all the way.
I don't know. Peanut butter and jelly they're just so versatile and classic. You know, you could have a peanut butter and jelly for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. To be honest with you, I got you.
I wouldn't do that.
You're gonna pick up a Hero with roast beef and stuff for breakfast? Come on.
Yeah,
I could do lunch and dinner.
I could do it for breakfast. I've
done it for breakfast.
Well,
depending on what leftovers from the evening before.
Mm-hmm. Like when we'd have a huge a big party, and I would take home like all the 6-foot Hero, I'd be having that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Well, I have nothing to say to you.
All right, so you guys seem like you're sticking with your choices again.
Peanut butter.
Absolutely.
How could I forget? It's peanut butter jelly time.
The
it's
banana.
American Hero time. American Hero time. I don't think so. Where you at? Peanut butter and jelly. Where you at? There's a song.
Oh, there's a
closed.
song. That means it's a winner automatically.
Case closed.
So if you guys are sticking with your thing and I make the choice, I'm the deciding factor again. Looking at the bracket. Are you on your phone again, Brian? I hear crackling.
No. I mean, I have the bracket.
I'm opening.
Opening
index cards.
Why?
I don't know. Cause
it's so loud. All I hear is crinkling. I'm like, what's happening?
I wish it was a snack.
No snack. Put it down. I'm making my decision. Dang it.
Sorry, I'm not talking, so I'm losing interest. So now I'm touching things around.
Just sit still and look at our beautiful faces on the.
You want a fidget
cameras.
spinner or something to keep you occupied?
Sure?
So, American Hero versus PB&J. I like both, but I don't love both. This is hard because I'm looking at the thing here, and American Hero. I would want American Hero.
Don't base it on what's coming next.
I know. I want American Hero to go against Italian Hero just for the showdown, but they're on opposite sides of the thing, so they had to make it to like the final two to do it, and I don't know if that'll happen.
You gotta think. Just go with you have a plate in front of you of each. Which one are you reaching for? We'll say it is lunchtime because this is a sandwich.
Fair.
Bracket.
I would probably go for the American Hero, but take off the cheese, obviously. Because I haven't had a PB&J in a long time, and obviously, but if there's a 6-foot Hero, and there's both sides, Italian and American, that's a different story. But we'll get to that later. So yeah, I'm going with American Hero, sans cheese for me, but that's just my thing. So American Hero is moving on.
Nice.
So that's 2 Kev and Brian showdowns back to back, and 2 wins for Kev because Sorry.
Well, this next one here is the battle of the motherland here, Italiano. So we got some good stuff.
We got number 3, Chicken Parm Hero versus an Italian Hero. So just about what we were talking about with Hero. Can I start off with the Italian Hero then? Because I'm just talking about the American.
Go for it.
And then are you Kev? Your chicken parm? Yeah, you are. Okay.
Absolutely.
So Italian Hero. We're just talking about the American Hero. Usually, if you get a 6-foot sub, it's pretty much split in half. One side is American, one side is Italian. Italian. I actually pulled up the ingredients, even though I pretty much know what it is. So a Italian Hero on the Italian bread, same bread on the other side. It's crispy, seedy Italian bread. With layers of paper-thin gabagool, salami, pepperoni, ham, and a vinegar-drenched shredded lettuce, fresh tomatoes, sliced onions, and cherry peppers.
Well, you also forgot the provolone.
Yeah, they don't have that here.
There's definitely provolone.
I know. Usually there's a cheese, and I always extract the cheese if I can in the layers. I just open to the layer that's the cheese, and I go, whoosh, and then I put it. But my thing is, it has to have the little tiny pint container, quart container of the spicy deli mustard, and that is liberally applied to this sandwich. It's so good. The meats with the mustard make it for me. Honestly, if it didn't have oil and vinegar, I'm like, I don't care as much because I have really good mustard. If it's on there already, sure, of course, but I don't need it. I need the mustard, makes it for me. And I think just the Italian style of the meats, the combos of the meats, work so much better all together, especially with a good shreddus and a crispy shreddus and the against American. Just for me, Italian Hero, so good.
But it's not going against the American Hero.
No, I'm just saying. In my head, I like it better.
My distinction as to why I like the American side better than the Italian side is the Italian meats that you listed, right? The gabagool, the pepperoni, the salami. They're all very. I'm like Inglourious Bastards, Brad Pitt.
Gorlami.
Buongiorno. They're very fatty meats, and to me, they're not as good as the more leaner turkey and ham and roast beef. I just don't like that fatty texture and taste that some of them come with when you have those.
But I feel like if you're having more of a indulgent sandwich, because I'm not going to eat this every day.
No, I'm not doing it for health purposes. The taste of it.
It does have more of, I guess, like more of a cured meat kind of.
Yeah, like I don't love salami. I don't love
kind of Italian. Are you? Ayo.
Oh,
forget about it, man.
You don't even like cheese. What made that? Like that's
more French. Oh, I guess no. There's a lot of cheese in Italian. Yeah, I don't love cheese, but I like my meats.
Well, Brian doesn't like meat, so we're all terrible Italians. Doesn't matter.
So we're mostly Irish, honestly. Don't let the last name confuse you. Mostly Irish, and like a little, a nice, a dot of a dot of Irish, and then a little bit of Italian for the last name. That's about it.
But so that's why I like the American better. I don't like those meats.
Well, I guess that's the deciding factor. I enjoy those meats more. Like if I have a choice between those, in Oneonta in school, I would either go from a chicken cutlet with barbecue sauce on a sub sandwich, or pepperoni, salami, lettuce, tomato. Pretty much an Italian Hero myself. I would go bounce between those two every single day. Hence, now I'm trying to lose weight. But
college will do that to you.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh my God. So yeah, but just the Italian Hero, it's at a party, it'll definitely be a go-to, but it's a special occasion only because cholesterol and everything, the meats.
Yeah.
So Chicken Parm Hero, go ahead.
Chicken Parm Hero is, I would say, the best sandwich you can get from like a lot of pizzerias and stuff will give you there's like a hero section, usually chicken parm, you got a meatball hero, like all the hot sandwiches that you could possibly get. I would argue that chicken parm is the best of those hot sandwiches.
Meatball's really good too, though. The good meatball's pretty solid.
Yeah, I would agree. It's good, but I like the chicken parm better. I think the chicken, like breaded chicken, is better on a sandwich than the meatballs.
Do they do eggplant parm?
Yeah.
Sandwiches?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. I've never seen one in one.
So you get like the Italian hero roll, cut that in half, chicken parm with a little mozzarella cheese, extra sauce on top, and it's just... You eat it warm, fresh. It's delicious. Now,
No cheese for me, though.
Yeah, well,
I would just get meat or meatballs or chicken and just sauce. No cheese.
No cheese. But the
chicken parm sans parm.
Yeah, I would actually ask for that in restaurants. I stopped doing it more recently because I'm like, I don't want to get a Parmesan thing and then ask for no cheese. The waiter just looks at me and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I just don't order anymore.
I want to order this dish, and then can you ruin this dish for me, please?
Thank you. Stunat over here.
Yeah. The best iteration of the chicken parm sandwich that I've gotten is there's an Italian deli near me that does a chicken parm hero. But instead of having it be a normal chicken parm, it is vodka sauce instead of regular tomato sauce. And instead of just mozzarella cheese and Parmesan cheese, they add a little bit of ricotta cheese on it as well. And it is delectable. So right there, that sandwich takes, just
majority of slices for you. Give a shout out because I think I've been there too. What's it called?
Rossi's Deli.
Yes, I've been there because that's near where Em went to. She went to Marist, so we went to visit one time. She made sure we went there because it was
it's
line out the door, and it was it's definitely really good.
And it's owned by the Rossi family. And when I was there, there's two ones. There's the original one, and then there's the newer one. I went to the original one once. We did ordered online. We went to go pick it up, and while we were waiting for it to be finished, Mr. Rossi came out with free samples of prosciutto wrapped chicken cutlet.
Did you get his autograph?
No, with bites and
with
a little bit of vodka sauce on it, and free samples. He's just like, hey, you want some? And I was just like, yep, I'll take one of those. It was amazing.
Can I have 5?
It was delicious. So definitely a shout out to Rossi's Deli in Poughkeepsie. It is delicious.
One thing I will say as the thrice outside of this battle here, a con for both of these sandwiches, and I guess you could say for the American Hero too, is given their ingredients, there is a chance of a lot of soggy bread happening if it's left for a little bit because the sauce
the Italian
gets soaked up.
This is more if you're getting a hot sandwich, you're not going to wait for the hot sandwich to get cold to then eat the hot sandwich.
I suppose. But the oil and vinegar, I always remember when we got those heroes and stuff that there would be a little bit of a slime factor given the oil and vinegar with the tomatoes.
I know that if you order a 6-foot hero, they usually don't put the oil and vinegar on top. They have a little, same with the mustard. The mustard would be on the side and the oil and vinegar would be on the side. So then you can you have a little spoon, you can put a little on your own slice. So then it would get a little slimy, I guess, but it would be intact
the moisture
for the next
from
day.
The cold cuts and the cheese and stuff would make the bread a little bit, but not incredibly.
They let you sauce it yourself, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
So
are you sticking with the votes on?
I'm gonna stick with mine. I do like a chicken parm thing, but I also would ruin it by taking off most of the half of the ingredients, pretty much with the cheese. So I'm gonna stick with my Italian hero, even though I take off the cheese on that one too. But that's a quicker, easier. Pull the one slice off, and I close it. Mustard, I eat it. And it's done.
Then you put the mustard on it? How does that work?
I might sometimes I'll just put some mustard on the plate, and each bite I do a little dippage.
All right, that makes sense.
Gotta do the dippage.
So I'm sticking with mine. I'm guessing Kev's sticking with his just because he almost had an orgasm talking about the Rossi's one.
Well, and also too, I don't really care for the Italian hero.
He can't vote for the Italian hero. Our feud continues.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think where I'm going here is an easy choice because I'm a big old slut for marinara. Anything with sauce on it, sign me up. I'm going with the chicken parm hero. It's
fair. It's fair. Because if there was a choice to go to Rossi's and get that maybe without so much cheese, maybe light on the cheese for me if I'm going to do any cheese.
Just a dot
of cheese. So much cheeze. That sounds like a great sandwich. So I'm not mad at it.
Delicious.
But in the Italian hero, American hero thing, we'll have another kind of debate. We'll order a 6-foot hero next time we're having a get together of a good amount of people. We'll have everybody have their one. We'll have it, and then whichever one has more sandwich left by the end of the party, that means that people like that one side more than the other, and then that will determine. the winner.
That's fair. But what if I just eat all of the?
Then I'll start eating on the Italian side. Let's go. Who's gonna win?
Oh my god!
I'll have 3 feet of Italian.
So it's just basically like a sandwich eating contest between me and you.
I could probably polish off a good 1.5 feet, maybe. I don't know.
I'll make sure I'll bring the AED machine to revive both of you when you go into cardiac arrest.
I would say if we had ate nothing else, because usually when you get like in a 6-foot hero, like you usually get other things catered too. So it's like you get a little bit of like penne alla vodka, you get a little of this, a little chicken franchise,
the Long Island special,
a slice of hero also. But if we're just doing hero, I think in one sitting I could crush at least 4 or 5 slices
easily, because they're pretty tiny. It's honestly, if it was, you just take like the top bread off, it'll save
or
you
like
some.
Scoop out some of the
It would
bread.
help you a lot because most of it's bread. Like they're not like they don't stack. They stack a lot of things, but not like it's like boom. It's
no.
All right, moving on. So chicken parm hero moves on. Now we got a.
Finally, one I'm not talking.
Yeah, this is all your categories are done until then you go to the next. No, then you're in still for the rest of it. All your choices moved on.
Yeah, that's right.
Good for you.
Good for you. Good for you.
Well, that's what you get for picking PB&J and grilled cheese.
Well, I stand by them.
Hey,
They're
he's
delicious.
a man. He's a Nacho Libre of himself. Okay.
Yeah, he's just gonna pick the Nacho Libre out of it all.
Because
All right,
I'm
so-
true to my heart.
Next up, we have a Cubano, which is my.
Thrice, gotcha!
That's horrible.
The setup that you went out of your way to get that setup, I love you for it. My God, the bit was
Well, it's
amazing.
right here. It's hanging on my wall over here.
I didn't even notice you grabbed. Didn't even notice you grabbed for it.
Why do you have a trumpet if you can't play it?
Oh, that was so good.
Oh, it's Breeze Tron. Oh, sorry, Pat. I scared the shit out of my dog.
Oh my God, that was so funny though. I loved it. And versus the other choice, the Reuben. Do you have an instrument for that? Is that
No.
is that more of a Jewish? So it's like da 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 da.
I thought it was more. Isn't a Reuben like German?
I guess it's German, but I
Yeah,
thought it
there's
was like
sauerkraut on it. You're thinking like just a classic like Castelli pastrami
oh
sandwich.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't think I have any Jewish instruments. I don't know what that would be. I don't think a trumpet is a
Just do a
Cuban instrument, whatever.
just do the horror. I don't know. So Cubano versus or Cuban sandwich for everyone else out there.
Whatever.
Good try.
That tickled me really. That tickled me fancy, bro. That was good.
Okay,
So Cubano or Cuban sandwich, for those who don't know, is a absolutely delicious. I think more of a. I think it's the origins. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not googling this. I'm just off the top of my head. That
Miami.
it's more of a Miami Cuban American kind of cuisine that came over from Cuba, but really just so good. It's Cuban bread, which I think is its own thing, not like a French baguette or anything. It's like a small little like this long style, little loaf. Cuban bread.
The this long memeasurement on a podcast is really good.
About 8-10 inches or so.
Okay.
Kind of.
You know what I'm
Length.
saying?
I know that length pretty well. If you know what I'm saying. No, mine's more like a
Because he eats a lot of Cuban sandwiches.
a little gherkin. All right. So Cuban bread, and then it has a ham, sometimes a pork roast, sometimes like sliced like actual pork on top of it. Ham, pork, Swiss cheese, pickles, and usually it's a yellow mustard, which I usually am never a fan of a yellow mustard, but I think in this application it's good. And it's all pushed together with I think some sort of panini press, which I think that is essential. If you're not pressing
what kind of
this,
pickles is it?
I think
it
they're
dill
just.
pickles?
I think it just says pickles. I'm not sure. I think they're more of like a classic because they're not like the star of the sandwich, but they are there for a little crunch and a little bit of brininess. But it's usually I think it's probably just classic dill. But the pressing, smushing everything together and melting the cheese at the same time is absolutely essential because it all becomes like one. You can't this is a sandwich. I do not take the cheese off because it's all melted and squished together, and I don't care. Like I'm okay with the cheese on it because
We would absolutely be doing surgery to take the cheese off.
and I do not.
Like
I do not disrespect my Cuban friends. I don't have that many. I don't think I have many Cuban friends. But my Cuban people.
Will's canceled. He's a racist.
I don't have any friends in general, and I have one good friend, Roberto, who makes a delicious Cuban sandwich, but he's Puerto Rican. He's not Cuban. Shout out to Roberto if you're listening.
Is it a Puerto Rican sandwich?
No, he made his Cubanos because him and his wife are chefs, and he makes a really, really good sandwich. He made it one time for New Year's, I think last year, Cubano, and I ate like way too many of them. So it was good.
Shout out.
Yes, shout out to Nicole and Roberto if you're listening. I think Roberto might actually listen.
All right, shout out Roberto.
Roberto's the man.
Roberto, I would like some sandwiches.
He makes some good sandwiches. He makes a good they both make good everything. It's delicious. But the pressing of the bread squishes everything together because completes it as one solid thing all the way through. Have you guys either had a Cubano before?
I haven't, and I really want to try one.
I'm trying to think of a place that would have one that you could order.
That's
the
thing is
really
I want to try one, but I don't want to try one at just
random shitty
or
deli.
whatever, where it's it's crappy, and I Cubano's. I don't know. It's just like
what the hell?
Maybe when you guys
you're going to.
I'm just using it as an example of a restaurant where would have a knockoff version of this, but it wouldn't be very good.
I'll look up a place when you guys come to Brooklyn. We have for lunch. I'll make sure we'll find a place that has a good Cubano on the menu, and you can get it. Because I think that would be a great thing to have. And
I'll have a glass of water.
Well, no, it'll be. I have other things. I'm just saying a place that also has a good Cubano, not just a only Cubano place.
Okay.
Trust me, I wouldn't. I always think about my vegetarian people.
You're a saint.
So Cubano, delicious, amazing, big fan, and I put it over to the Reuben.
So this is a really good matchup because they're quite similar in essence. This is another grilled sandwich, not as fully pressed as the Cubano, but it is another meat and cheese grilled sort of sandwich. This is like a classic kosher deli staple that you're going to find. It is a rye bread with pastrami and Swiss cheese with a little bit of sauerkraut, which a lot of people will be like, "Ugh, gross sauerkraut." But
never been a sauerkraut man.
With the stuff, it's fantastic. With everything else, it enhances the flavors of the other sandwich. That little bit of
spicy mustard on it too.
No, there's Russian/Thousand Island dressing that you have on there too. It's fantastic. You grill that up much like a grilled cheese, and
there's a theme here.
There's a theme.
It's just so fantastic. And speaking of the pickles that Will was mentioning as well, often served with a dill spear that you might find with every sandwich that you would get at a kosher deli. But this is a heavy hitter sandwich.
Is it usually pink roast beef, right? It's
it's pastrami, yeah.
Pastrami, so it is pink. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So delicious. I love Reuben sandwiches. Anytime I go to a vegan restaurant that has faux meat sandwiches or dishes, if there's a Reuben on there, close the menu and instantaneously I'm getting that every time. It is so good. For my birthday meal last year, we got all the fixings to make a nice vegan Reuben, not vegan, it was vegetarian because I do love me some cheese. So regular Swiss cheese and vegan pastrami, which isn't really that far off from regular pastrami if we're being honest. And that a heavy hitter. It's fantastic. So this is a pretty good matchup. Very, very similar vibes of these sandwiches here.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Cubano just because one, it's my pick and I'm a big fan of it. For Reuben, I honestly usually I don't think I've ever ordered a Reuben on my own because I'm always like, I don't love sauerkraut. I don't love all the Swiss on it. I would like the pastrami, but there's too many ingredients I have to be. I'm unsure of that.
That's
I wouldn't order it. So, but I can appreciate and I've definitely probably taken a bite if someone's had one and they want.
Yeah.
I try it, but it's usually I'm not a huge on hot dogs. I never get sauerkraut because I just don't like that briny kind of pickled kind of thing.
True. Well, I mean, for the same for me with a Cubano. I'm not really a huge fan of ham.
Jambon?
Never really been a huge fan of the jambon. I don't really like ham, cold cuts, or or like the sliced ham that you would have like at Easter dinner. It's not for me.
The one thing that the Cubano does, that because when it gets pressed, it all kind of gets smushed into one like thing. It's like you can't like.
Well, yeah, it's still ham though.
No, I know, but it's not like you're just eating like a piece of cold cut like you got off like out of the packaging. Like it just becomes its own one like cohesive Cubano thing. It's an experience.
Well, I'd rather experience the Reuben.
That's fine.
So you guys are both on your picks. So I'm going to now. I have not had really either of these.
Oh, blind.
So this is kind of a blind pick.
So
now,
based on our descriptions, you must make a choice.
Yes. Now with these, I love pastrami. It's one of my favorite things to have on a sandwich. However, with the pastrami, I don't like Russian dressing at all. And sauerkraut, I can take or leave. So if I'm going to get pastrami, it's going to be on rye bread with Swiss cheese and spicy mustard, and that's it.
Fair.
All right, so that's going to be that's it. Now, so with that, I'm going to, Bryke, you got to get the trumpet going, please. Cubano is going to move on.
All right. Well,
sorry, Pepper, sorry.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And I'll do my best to find a good place here in Brooklyn that'll give you a really good Cubano experience, so that you can then while voting for it, I'll pay for you. You have a nice sandwich that actually
I changed my vote.
That's not a bribe. And that's not a bribe. That's not a bribe. This is an after the fact.
Change my vote.
Yeah, Brian, I think you also wanted you went with Cubano too, right?
Yeah, I think go play back the tape. I think I got a free lunch coming up.
Oh.
Yeah,
wait,
damn,
but
shut
yeah,
out.
But you have to eat the Cubano then. But then you won't do that.
No, yeah, you're right. Damn, all my picks out for today. This is bullshit.
Well, no, the Reuben was definitely in contention for sure.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not sure about
a
PB&J would have made it all the way to the end, but Reuben had.
If you're not
honestly,
first, you're last.
I had no idea that Kevin didn't have the Reuben before. I thought he was totally going to be on the Reuben train with you. I didn't know he hasn't enjoyed that as much. Wow. Okay. I thought I was going to be a close one. So that was a big overtake. That was a 7 beating a 2.
Damn.
Underdog style. All right. Now we're going all the way back to the top of the bracket. Mm-hmm. With my number one pick. I've been waiting towards the end to this one. My number one pick, a classic New York staple, baby. Hey, can I get a BEC, bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll?
Sure.
The Aki way, baby.
Which is weird considering you don't like cheese.
The bacon, egg, and cheese is like the classic order. But I don't, myself, I don't order a bacon, egg, and cheese. I order egg sausage on a roll with ketchup and salt and pepper ketchup.
Salt, pepper, ketchup.
So Will's pandering to the voters.
Well, but this is but you say we said that the thing was like the named sandwich. So like the bacon, egg, and cheese is the named sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is like that's a staple in a named sandwich. So like that's not technically when I order, because I like sausage more than bacon, and I like no cheese, obviously, and then salt, pepper, ketchup. But the essence of the order is still there. Go to a bodega, go to a deli, you get this on a weekend morning. Like if you're gonna go, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I also
go ahead.
Well, I also changed since I'm not on Long Island anymore. Finding a deli is not as easy. But there's a bagel place near me that I started to get bacon, egg, and cheeses from. And I got on just like randomly, I decided to get random bagels. I just say, hey, throw whatever in there. They put in a jalapeno bagel, which is delicious. So now I get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a jalapeno bagel.
Oh, your poor colon. Damn.
It's delicious.
See, but I'm not. I usually don't get. I can order like a egg and sausage on a everything bagel or something. It's still very good, obviously. But something about a really soft Kaiser roll, and especially also when you put the ingredients on it, it kind of steams, like the egg and everything kind of steams the roll a bit, especially because they wrap it up real good and they cut it in half and all that kind of thing. It's like it sits and steams a little bit, so that roll is so soft and delicious, and all kind of like one big like cloud bite of just egg, some sort of meat, possible cheese for the people who like it, and then just very, very good classic order.
But if you bite into that bacon, egg, and cheese, and the bacon is rubbery, trash. Throw it in the garbage. That ruins the. It's got to have that
where it doesn't
crunch
pull.
of the crispy bacon.
It pulls out on you or something terrible.
If it's just a blubbery, disgusting, soft bacon. Also, sidebar: if you're the type of person who's like, "Oh, I love bacon when it's nice and flabby and rubbery," stop.
I like a chewier bacon. I hate when it's so like
William.
No, not when it's disgustingly like rubbery, but I like a little bit of chew to it. I don't like when it's so well done that it's just like weird glass. It's just like powdery glass.
Salty glass. That's the best.
I don't like. That's why I go for sausage.
Bacon.
I go for sausage, like a sausage patty over or sausage links cut up onto a bacon, egg, and cheese over a bacon because I like sausage more. So that's my number one pick. I think it's I had the first pick in this draft wise. I did it first because I thought I could just see it going really quickly. I think Kev had it probably in the chamber. I bet
it was on my list as well.
Because that's top tier thing.
Yeah.
So.
And now, if anyone, like we brought up before, is listening outside of the tri-state area, they're probably like, "What is
definitely
going
a New York
here?
thing."
But the ingredients are literally in the name, so I think they can figure it out.
No, I mean like the fact that they know what it is.
The nostalgia factor isn't there.
Just the cultural thing of a bacon, egg, and cheese. I feel like when you go to a deli or a bagel place and you go, "Yeah, I got a bacon, egg, and cheese," they go salt, pepper, ketchup. Like they know this is what's going on. This is what's happening. If you probably go to you're in the middle of I don't know, Nebraska. Wow, what are the odds we both said Nebraska out of
one out of 50 probably? 1 out of 49.
Yeah, and can I get a bacon, egg, and cheese? And they're gonna be like, sure, I guess. On what? Like they're just like, I feel like it's not gonna be culturally.
It's not as a thing.
So all of our Nebraska fans, they're probably gonna be like, what's going on here? Why is this the number one? Trust me. Come to New York, get yourself a bacon, egg, and cheese, and you'll understand.
But this thing, even if I bought myself a Kaiser roll and I made it at home, it's just I don't know. It's something about getting it and also wrapped up in the foil or the paper. Mm-hmm. It's just something about the steaming in there that sets it off. So this is all going up against the cheeseburger in the first round here, and it's very tough because this is a very breakfast versus like lunch dinner style of thing. So it's very interesting choices here.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to stay with my choice. I just think something's more special about the bacon, egg, and cheese because I think a burger is so like I can have a burger literally anytime. It feels like it's just like it's on, like you said it before, it's on every menu, so it's like very commonplace, very like literally
overrated.
I think that's the word.
Burgers
It's overrated.
are overrated.
I
said it.
Except my wife's family, those burgers are not overrated.
No,
they're very underrated. They're lovely people.
I'm gonna go switch sides to the bacon, egg, and cheese because
I was just saying I could feel Kev. I would say Kev loves a good breakfast sandwich.
Brothers Thrice sweep.
Cheese.
Brothers Thrice sweep.
Get the broom out.
You're going
bacon,
to, Brian?
Yep. Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah, it's just something about it. I think it's just because maybe it's like a special like breakfast treat because there's people who will drive to a deli or whatever every single morning and get it. I feel like we only had it on special occasions growing up where it was like.
Well, also
it was not all the time.
When I would play hockey, I was a goalie, and if I was to, Dad would bribe me with if I got a shutout, I would get a Slurpee or a bacon, egg, and cheese. That was like my treat. I get to choose one of those two if I was to get a shutout. So
I never got any awards for scoring goals or anything. I don't remember that at all. I just did it.
Getting a shutout is very difficult.
Oh, because I remember a game Kev I think let a goal in or something, and he smashed his stick on the ground. It's probably because he's like, shit, no, I can't have a bacon, egg, and cheese. Ah!
You know what? It was probably a really simple save that I just let in, and I shattered my stick over the. I shattered it over the crossbar.
Yeah, you
went. I looked over.
Yeah,
you're a psycho.
Dad tapped his wedding ring against the boards, the glass, and just kind of shook his head at me and pointed at his head to think, you idiot.
Yeah.
And then I had to buy myself a new stick because he's like, I'm not buying you one.
Fair,
and I had to get a crappy stick because I couldn't afford anything better.
There's something about being on the rink. I did some stupid stuff. I got into random fights with people, and I would never do that in real life.
Will got kicked out of a game for hitting a kid over the top of his head with his stick.
Yeah.
You could have killed the guy.
No, it wasn't like hard. He had a helmet on, but it was like,
he was riding him into the boards.
In the moment, I don't know why I did it, and literally immediately after, it's like kind of the rage, the adrenaline's pumping. I did, I checked some guy. I got a little scrappy here, and I got kicked out. Yeah. I got kicked out of my final game of my final game ever of my senior year of playing with like the high school team for getting into a fight, which wasn't a fight. He was enormous, and I hit him in my leg with my stick, and then I started skating away. I was like, no. He literally picked me up and then dropped me down, and he was enormous. I don't know why I did, and then we both got kicked out. But I'm like, I barely did anything. Whatever.
Well, also, I remember I was goalie. Will would play defense, so I would cover the puck.
If
and
anybody was
coming, I try to get the puck out from under me. Will would
it was double. It was double duty because it was like that's my brother and my goalie, and like that's double whammy. You don't mess with that person. I
remember multiple
especially
times
as the
feeling somebody getting pushed, flowing into the net.
I think I did a cross check into someone's head, back of the head.
Oh yeah. Will didn't mess around.
You guys were on the rink defending each other's honor, and I was in the stands wanting to blow my brains out because I hated every minute of sitting in those games my entire childhood. Oh God!
There's only so many quarters he could find under machines to play video games.
Oh, Lord,
I'm sorry for doing it for you, Brian, but
It's all right.
Then we had to go and sit in the seats while you dressed up as a cat and did different things for drama shows. So we watched all those. I think we're maybe it wasn't as much time, but maybe we're a little closer to being even. I don't know.
That's fair. Yeah, you were definitely in the stands.
We went to all your shows.
Shitty
all
high
your
school
shows.
Plays. Yeah.
How to see you as like although ironically getting cast as the jock in one of the high school plays.
So funny. That's because I think I was the most athletic looking one out of all the 7 lads who were in the drama club out of like 150 people. So they were really itching for some parts.
Yeah.
So,
well,
funny.
And you dressed as a cat, and you dressed as a priest.
Grandma's very happy with that one.
Yeah. I got these parts. They were giving me the part. It's not like I was just walking around high school dressed as a cat or a priest.
No. I'm talking about in the play, in the show.
The play.
I know you know that. I wanted to clarify for the viewers. Not thinking I'm some kind of furry or something like that.
No.
No, I just remember it being like just like all full catted up, and then you had to switch to a different cat, and then pudding. Well, either way, moving on.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches. Sorry, that was just a little tangent. So, bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll moves on.
Mm-hmm.
Now
it is on a roll.
Oh, it's on a roll. Going down to the next one. So now it's chicken parm hero versus a cubano.
Yes.
This one could be interesting. I have an idea of where it's going to go, but for me, I'm going to stick with cubano because I said like before. Because the cubano is something I'll keep the cheese on and eat the entire thing as a whole because it's a very like there's some things I'm like even though I don't love cheese if it comes with cheese and it's like meant to be there and it makes the sandwich it is part of the whole thing I'll not suffer because it's delicious but like I'll do okay with it but chicken parm it's just too much ooey gooey on it for me to pick and I just wouldn't go for it so I'm gonna stick with my cubano to move on. Other guys.
I'm staying with the chicken parm. Like I said,
parm.
I
marinara all the way.
Good.
Not a big fan of ham. Not a fan of the ham.
Right like ham. Kev's never had a cubano yet, and the chicken parm hero is too good.
Maybe we'll revisit this after I have a cubano in Brooklyn, but I don't know. Chicken parm is just.
I know. I knew there's no way that was going to go through. It's fine. So chicken parm moves on, going down now back to the top. BEC on a roll versus the American hero.
Yeah, well,
Ooh.
For you, this is an easy pick for me. Not because it's my pick, because of bacon, egg, and cheese, I'd pick every single day over a lesser hero for me, which is the American hero.
See, Freudian slip. Freudian slip. He said it.
So American hero for me just wouldn't cut it versus a nice, really good bacon, egg, and cheese or egg sausage on a roll.
Yeah.
I agree. Bacon, egg, and cheese. The heroes, they're overhyped sometimes. I think oftentimes they're too soggy. The lettuce, there's just not a good bread to meat ratio, and also
it is a lot of bread.
And there's like 6 inches of lettuce on there, like the shredded lettuce that just completely falls. Oh no, yeah, but you got to have the lettuce on a sandwich. But too much is too much.
Yeah, you don't want a salad. You want a sandwich.
Exactly.
I mean, it doesn't matter what I pick here, but I'll go with the bacon, egg, and cheese. This is so close for me because this is literally like my two favorite things.
Yeah, it does get to the nitty gritty here.
So it's
another Brothers Thrice sweep.
So yeah, I guess I'll go bacon, egg, and cheese.
So then now this is the final. The final is bacon, egg, and cheese versus chicken parm hero. I think Kev is gonna
explode.
What's
brain's gonna explode?
What do people say when they online when they can't say like kill themselves? They say like, oh, they're gonna like end
rage quit,
unalive themselves.
Unalive themselves because they like to get demonetized if you say commit suicide or kill yourself.
Well, now we just got demonetized. Thanks, Will.
Thanks,
you know
Will.
what I mean. We're not monetized. We're not monetized to start with, baby. Don't worry about it.
Wait, you're not getting money from this? I've been getting money.
What? How? I do all the accounts. How you getting paid? Someone's just sending you money in an envelope?
Kev got a sneaker deal through Brothers Thrice.
Yeah. You see,
Brothers Thrice sneaker deal. Our pink and our blues and all the backgrounds.
You do all
I'd be a
the
sick
editing.
pair of kicks. I'd wear those.
You do all the editing. Brian does the music. I am the talent. So this is kind of how this all works. You bring in something, Brian brings in something, and then I'm the talent. So that's what people keep coming back for.
You're the pretty face.
Yeah, for the podcast.
Will's got the brains, I got the music, and Kev's got the good looks. Kev's the heartthrob of Brothers Thrice.
That's right. I got the looks for a podcast as well.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, yeah, baby. You got that face for radio. Got that schnozzle for radio.
Oh, nobody can see the schnozzle from
unless they're watching on YouTube.
YouTube videos can sure as hell see that thing.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what you're talking
about. We all got a schnozzle.
Oh, I mean,
a little bit. I think I have the smallest nose out of all three of us, but like my nose is not small. I wouldn't say like I have a tiny little baby, like little like.
No,
I have little tiny ears, but I don't have a little.
I
don't have an small nose.
My nose is so big that I can't use certain glasses, and you know
how big
it's a handicap.
You mean like eyeglasses or drinking glasses?
No, drinking glasses.
I know that's really funny.
Yeah,
you have to do a full head back.
God forbid there's a toast and we got to use champagne glasses. It's not even.
That sweet bubbly's never touching Kev's lips. No way.
No, it can't get past the
You'll have to snort it. Okay, so the final that Kev may have a lot of trouble with: bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll versus a chicken parm hero, a breakfast for champions, a dinner/lunch for champions as well. This is a New York Italian pretty much battle.
Yeah. Oh, damn. So good.
Well, I'm gonna stay with bacon and cheese because of just a chicken parm. Like I like chicken parm, but whenever we make it at home or wherever it is, there's always a little spot that doesn't have as much cheese, and that's for me. So I'm like, I feel like it would be wrong of me to pick chicken parm hero just because of me, what I'd have to do to it.
That's fair. Brian, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go with the chicken parm because I could eat a dish with sauce all day every day. Like
hopefully we're getting agita.
Or yeah, true, but worth it because I love a nice tomato sauce. This is fantastic. So
I made sauce yesterday.
I saw you sent us the picture. You need to get like a bigger Tupperware because those you had 4 or 5 little Tupperwares.
Well, you got to spread it out because then you could put some in the freezer, some in the fridge. You get one big old Tupperware. What are you doing with that?
It's true.
You got to spread it out. All right.
Your decision, sir.
The sign factor. The winner. This is all in your hands.
This bracket. Now. This is tough.
This is very hard because I could see you being very into both.
Well, a great final. Second place. I think no matter what will be a winner.
I think this is like a chicken parm hero is delicious, but I'll get a bacon, egg, and cheese before I would get a chicken parm hero, just based upon when going to get things. Like I go to play golf. And we got our tea time in the morning. Then we go to a bagel place. I always get bacon, egg, and cheese. Like, it's just more of a treat. Something I would get more than a chicken parm.
I think also because it's more like a very on the go breakfast. Usually you're on the go because you're going early to go do something you enjoy or do some sort of activity that's like, so like this is kind of the precursor to a good time.
Yeah, and if I eat a chicken parm hero,
you ain't doing nothing after.
That's it. Like, it's napping. It's probably the most delectable thing, but then it's nap time after that. Whereas a bacon, egg, and cheese, I'm eating it, I'm going to play golf.
And you feel good.
Going somewhere. So I got to go with the bacon, egg, and cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
The number one seed wins the whole thing.
Yeah, and also for Kev to have his pick and my pick and his pick my pick, that means the bacon, egg, and cheese is a real humdinger.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real. I'm not sure why I said humdinger. I've never said that in my entire life.
Never heard.
And it came out. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah,
that's the quote. Bacon, egg, and cheese is a real humdinger. Brothers Thrice.
It's a winner because as my need to win everything, I voluntarily lost this bracket because I like bacon.
That's how big. That's how big a bacon, egg, and cheese is. It beat out Kev's competitiveness,
which is not easy to do.
No, he's a monster.
Oh, hey, when we went to our Olympics, I don't mess around.
I know. All right, so bacon, egg, and cheese is the best sandwich according to Brothers Thrice. Very New York of us. Very, very, very regional. If you had some sort of sandwich we didn't include, let us know in the comments of this YouTube video. Email us brothersthrice@gmail.com. Oh no, brothersthricepod@gmail.com. I apologize.
Oh my goodness.
brothersthricepod@gmail.com. And next week, should we say what we're doing next week?
We aren't on 100% what we're doing.
We have a couple ideas, but we'll do something.
It's a surprise. Keep them guessing.
Keep you guessing.
Keep them on their toes.
Yeah, but thank you for listening. And bacon, egg, and cheese. Go out and get one.
I'll play us out.
Yep. Brothers Thrice.